Hi students, now we are going to learn about multiple row functions used in SQL with group by and having clause. For this, let's take one example of a table. So here I have taken table employees. Just observe the data. Here you can see employee ID column, employee name, salary and department ID. So employee ID is like 100, 101, 102 and like that. And department ID is like 10, 20 and 30. And some salary values are also there and employee name is also there. Now, if I want to calculate maximum salary among all employees, then I have to execute group function on the salary column. So let's take one example of a group function. So to calculate maximum salary from employees table, I have to write query like select max of salary from employees. So max of salary is nothing but we are going to apply this max function on a salary column. Let's execute this. So we can get the result. The maximum value from the employees table of a salary column is 9,000,000. So now if I want to display this maximum salary as well as minimum salary, average of a salary or sum of a salary, so I can apply the same format to other functions. So we can write query like this: select mean of salary, average of salary and sum of salary. So let's check the result. See, you can get minimum salary as 20,000, then average salary, then sum of salary. So this is how you can apply group functions on a table, column or group of data. While execution of this group functions, if I write query like select employee ID, max of salary from employees, then this statement will give an error because we are going to apply max of function on the salary value or salary column. So this is the group function, and against this group function result, I cannot display any employee ID without reason or without having any other clause. I cannot write this employee ID column over here. That's a rule, and this statement doesn't make any sense for the execution. That's why this type of a statement or this type of a column which is not in a group function, then we cannot write such a columns in a select list. So we should avoid to write this type of a statements. As we know, this employees table is having total 6 records. But if you observe department ID, then this employee name King or employee King is not belong to any department. So total values for department ID columns are only 5. So let's discuss about the count function. Here I have applied this count function on an asterisk sign. It means I'm going to count number of records from employees table, as well as I'm going to apply this count function on DEPT ID column just to count how many values are there for DPT column, number of values. So let's run this statement. You can see total records are 6 and count of DPT ID is 5. That means count doesn't consider null value. For employee king, the department value is null. So this count function is not considering null value. So that is one feature of count function. As we know how to calculate max and mean and sum values for any column, but here I want to display this result group wise. Means total 3 departments are there. I want to calculate maximum salary department wise. Means department 10 is having one maximum salary value, department 20 is also having maximum salary value. Then how to write such a query? So for this type of a query, we have to use group by clause. So here we need to write group by and column on which you want to apply grouping. So this is how you have to write a statement. So let's run this. You can see we are getting maximum salary and sum of the salary values, and here the grouping is there based on department ID. So if you want to display this department ID column along with result of max of salary value and sum of salary value, then you can add this department ID column in this select list. Only because this department ID column is present in group by clause. So here you can see this first department ID is a null, but only for a display purpose you can see the hyphen sign. Maximum salary value is 90,000,000. Sum of a salary is same, but for department 30 we are getting maximum salary as a 50,000. Only one employee is there, so sum of a salary is also 50,000. But for department 20 we are getting 60,000 as a maximum salary and sum of a salary is 80,000. And for 10 we are getting this maximum salary value as well as sum of a value. So here this department ID column can be written in a select statement only because this column is present in a group by clause. Otherwise, we are not supposed to write any column name in a select list as per rule. Now, whatever the result we are getting for this particular statement, but I want to restrict the result based on some condition. So I have to write query like select department ID, sum of a salary from employees, group by department ID, but you can see there is one more clause, that is nothing but having clause. Having sum of salary is greater than or equal to 80,000. If this condition is satisfied, then only we are going to get the result of department ID, sum of salary from employees and the grouping based on department ID. So let's see the result of this particular statement. Here department ID is a null and the condition is true. The sum of a salary is more than 80,000. For department 20, that is also true. The sum of a salary, this particular condition, sum of a salary is greater than 80 or is equal to 80,000, and for department 10, the condition is match. So that's why we are getting result like this. But here you can see department 30 is not there because the sum of a salary value for this particular department 30 is not satisfying this condition. So whenever you want to restrict result of a group function, you have to use having clause. You cannot use where clause because where clause is designed to restrict table's column value, not the result of a group function. So that is the difference between having clause and where clause. to understand the difference between having clause and where clause, let's take one example over here. You can see, select department ID, sum of a salary. So, this data we want to retrieve from employees table, but the condition is what? Where department ID is less than or equal to 20, then only we are going to calculate sum of a salary. Based on the grouping of department ID column, as well as if the sum of a salary is more than or equal to 80,000, then only result to be displayed. So here two conditions are there. One condition is on the column name or column value, that is department ID, that's why it is in a where condition. And another condition is on a result of a group function, that's why we have to use this having clause. So if we execute this particular statement, you can see department ID is less than or equal to 20. So both records matches the condition. Whereas the sum of a salary is greater than or equal to 80,000. So these both records match this condition also. So this is how we can differentiate where clause and having clause. If you want to display the result in a particular order, then you can use the order by clause. So it is nothing but a sorting mechanism of a data based on column. So here I have added order by clause and the ordering based on the department ID. So it is always at the last position of any select statement. So here at the end it is ordered by department ID for this particular statement. So let's execute this. You can see the department ID is now 10 and then 20. So this is how we can sort our result based on any column value. So this is about group by as well as having clause as well as order by clause.